Welcome everyone to another video debugging this Firefox stuff. I'm slightly, so previous video, right, Susan Red Hat developers each other break here, there, Binutils and x86 stuff. I'm slightly wondering, I mean, we don't need to revert all of this, by the way. We could simply revert this one conditional, right? They assign you from their tables, instruction tables, t bit field immediate 8. Fits in signed byte, I guess operand type overlap. I guess immediate 8 signed. The combination is used on 8-bit immediates where example given -0 is desirable to permit. The past operand type matching, so simply put things back in the shape they were, introducing the distinction between immediate 8 needed signed. Actually, wait a second, there might be, this sounds a little bit like there might be other commits after that, which, yeah, okay, let's see. I actually quickly Googled, I Googled that, I didn't find it, so like, yeah, it's not like there is instantly some patch. By the way, is this somewhere? Is this FFVP? Because this is just FF. Also, there's a typo. Okay, let's search that again without the typo. FFVPX. Yeah, no, nothing. What I also, I'm not the greatest fan of some other distributions here. I quickly Googled here that one because. Know how it is with Steve Jobs and good artists and stuff and stealing. And what I'm really not a fan of, and I said this already 2 years or 3 ago with the SGA Octane work, that other Linux distributions often don't have the, oh, this is also not what I wanted, or was it, wait a second, maybe it was. Bugs, upstream, package information, binary. Because so often they don't have the patches, right? In T2, you always have all the patches in the sources. And what is already unacceptable for me with Gentoo is that sometimes they have here patches, but if the packages are big, they don't. Like if they have gazillions of patches, then they put them on their mirror, unversioned. And so developers, my problem with that is developers cannot quickly access it, right? So most likely they have here, yeah, it's like Firefox patches, tar, and so that is an extremely annoying way to work for developers. And in my, so I mean, it's also not versioned, right? So you have to access additional files. You need to extract them. It's similar to Debian source tables, where Debian also puts everything together. And this is why I moved to Rock Linux 25 years ago, and it's like, sure, other distributions, I believe probably Alpine Linux probably usually has them in their A ports, but they also have less packages and stuff. Anyway, and just a little bit like, yeah, so I even if I would inspire from Gentoo stuff now, I would need to find it from the mirror, right? So I would need to peel out nowhere, and that's also not good collaboration, right? It's not like other people can transparently access it, so I need to, because it's not the mirror URL, right? So I now would need to figure out, sure, if I do this regularly, I don't do this regularly because why should I? But if I do this daily, like Red Hat people serve our sources daily, I see from the net pools, top 1 access to T2 Linux websites, Red Hat, NTP, IP, whatever, NTP? Yeah, network address translation, whatever their NTP pool IP addresses are. Yeah, I could have my collection of this are the other distributions mirrors and where to peel the bloody files off. So let's check if we can somehow make this work. Like, the problem is the sources are a little bit like unfortunately so often media codec sources are often really ugly, in my opinion, without good reasons. So that is, does it even 125? Can we somehow fix it to 125? So this This is really strange code, I have to say. Also, they have here calling convention Z. So they have here -s, so this is negate some user32, whatever stuff. I mean, they have a calling convention and signed integer casted here. But okay, so probably what happens is probably GCC is doing some constant propagation, because other, I mean, okay, I don't expect if we cast it here earlier, it will go away. Probably GCC is too smart for that. I mean, it's already not doing that there, so probably I would expect a constant, like whatever, -s, whatever. So we want unsigned int, ms equals quality. Also, why do they have this in, I mean, this is, yeah, because, yeah, not really sure why they, it's a bit silly, but I mean, all the stuff here is silly. I don't expect this to fix it. I expect GCC to constant fold that the same, but maybe yeah, of course it does. How else could we fix it? I mean, we could also disable stuff. I mean, we could also, what is it? Negate, what is it? Shift. So, I mean, it's also that you write. So this is register. So I see this integer. What was I see? I slightly wonder what happens if you, so they shift A. I wonder what GCC does if you, I mean, it's totally silly that they write, I mean, it's not like the 90s anymore. Like I would never write assembly code like this for one instruction. Especially, maybe you even rotate, you can write portable C code too, because C, the low-level program language doesn't have anything for rotate, but there are certain patterns that compilers recognize and generate as compile and assemble to rotate. I slightly wonder if what happens if we just do this and see. No, just instead of building. Where are we? LTO wrapper. Unused. Oh, I'm not sure. This is. Also have the typo. So much to totally not thinking what I yeah, shift. Wait, what was it? Was it shift? Oh wait, it was shift left, wasn't it shift left? I had to delete this. By the way, did I fix? Oh, done, I did. Ah shit, I didn't fix file diff, that is a fail. But negate SS, US. Now I have some frog in my shift right long. Yeah, shift right. Does this really build? Slightly wonder what this symbols to. Would be really curious to see where do they even use that? Negate whatever. Negate user 32. Where even is it? Ah, negate. Ah, what is today of typos or what? I really wonder where they got this name from. Are we still... Why is here warning? 0 frames. Warning, streams current bitrate too low? Nah, maybe too much static. Comes from streaming with variable bitrate for reasons. So define, what else do we have here? Return, so we have this in get bits. Oops. Ah, no, I pressed on record probably. Okay, they use it here in user 32 of show ubit be negate user get x bits read mpeg1 dc style vlc 7-bit Mutissa. I mean, the thing is, I wouldn't even have a test case for that, right? I mean, probably that means mpeg1. Pisses me off a little bit that I messed up editing this file. I mean, maybe that is a cheap workaround. We just need... how do we do this now? Okay, so this... It's because I need to recreate this nonsense here. Let's hope that has enough white space. Cleanliness. Did they use tab here? Probably not. Because I need to save it, obviously. So yeah, they shift right. So it looks like this is the code they wanted, which, nah. Yeah, this would be an easy fix. But also, pro tip: don't write assembly for such nonsense, right? This is also. I mean, I knew as I've seen code from nearly each package, at least each major package, including GIMP and stuff. FFmpeg is not known for being the prettiest code, right? But I understand there's a lot of people reverse engineered stuff. So a lot of people, like if people are good at reverse engineering, doesn't mean they're good in writing high-level readable C code. So a lot of, but I unlike others, I totally appreciate the work because I totally know that it takes often weeks or months, sometimes years. For example, the mini disk stuff, absolutely insane and amazing. Like, I mean, positively insane. That they reverse engineered the Sony AdTrack stuff, right? So that you can dump mini disk stuff and read that, right? Absolutely outstanding work. I think they, from what I remember, they reversed the Windows DLL from Sonic Stage. What's this garbage Sony software? Probably Sonic Stage. To my surprise, it starts building. Let's leave in the comments below how accurate that is. It's also insane that this builds, which probably should be functional identical. Okay, they it shouldn't be the biggest. Hotfix, how do we call this? This was FFVPX x86 or so. Test book. I mean, this would be an easy fix. But I wanted to say it's a common case of premature micro-optimization, right? It's absolutely useless to write a single instruction in assembly. I would find it virtually impossible that this produces, sure, it produces some kind of different code, but it should have been functional identical and whatever other stuff. Okay, maybe it produces one line of code of narrowing and casting it that to I mean, okay, but this is not negative. It's completely silly. Kinda. Maybe we should... I mean, the real test would be to build this file. Like, if you really wanted to see what's going on there, build this file and then diff it between previous Binutils. I mean, that would be... But I don't have more time really for that. That is... Yeah. Maybe it builds now, maybe it doesn't. It would be an easy fix. But nonetheless, it's the whole situation that everything is broken with each other is simply meh. But leave in the comments below. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And unlike other distributions, we will not hide it on a binary tarball on our mirror. We will commit it in 9 minutes and 33 seconds to our source tree if that builds, for you to test it with finding a matching MPEG-1 video or whatever online to test the resulting binary. Cheers and see you next time.